All right, time now for a full check of the 10 weather impact forecast. Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz joining us once again. You have your eye on some potentially severe weather.
Yeah, by this time tomorrow, 24 hours from now, much of the severe weather will be behind us, but it's that window, 6 o'clock p.m. tomorrow to about midnight, that could get pretty dicey with some damaging winds and some strong storms.
Okay.
So once that passes by, we're not out of the woods. Wait till you see this 7-day forecast. Temperatures this weekend, 90s, and not just for one day. Yeah, they're back. So
First weather.
Yeah, absolutely pool weather. Good way to think about that heat coming up. First order of business, the 10 weather impact alert again tomorrow evening into the early part of tomorrow night because of some potentially strong thunderstorms. That window really 6 o'clock to midnight, rain, winds, hail, and an isolated tornado not out of the question. So even more important, since the majority of these storms will be occurring overnight after dark. Stay connected, and as I said earlier, have more than one way to get those critical weather alerts to you where you live. Now, downtown right now had a couple of showers and downpours and rumbles early this evening. They're now fading with the setting sun. What's not changing is that steamy tropical air that's in place. Temperatures were in the 80s. We're still in the mid-70s and still that light southwest wind. And yes, that breeze provided a little bit of relief, kind of moving that warm air around. But tomorrow those winds will pick up. The humidity will increase. And as that cold front comes in, those ingredients coming together to produce that threat for strong to severe storms. Now, looking at the timeline for tomorrow, most of the day will be okay. Cloudy skies, warm, breezy, humid, 70s into the mid-80s by the afternoon, but it's not until 6 to 7 o'clock when we begin to open that window of potentially strong to severe storms. So let's go hour by hour, starting tomorrow morning. Now, this particular model does have a couple of showers popping up around midday. This is not the severe weather threat we're talking about. Maybe a bit of a disruption, a brief shower midday through early afternoon. 4 or 5 o'clock. This is coming in a little faster than earlier forecasts, so be on guard as you're making your way home from work or maybe just relaxing in the evening. Keep an eye out, and we'll be doing the same. Once these storms begin to form and take shape, we'll be able to much more accurately track them when they'll impact where you live. But at this time, it looks like the main body will be moving through between 6, Marysville, Delaware, and Columbus. Around 7 o'clock, moving past the metro toward Mount Vernon, Newark, down toward Lancaster in Fairfield County, stretching back toward Pike County, and then pressing east, racing eastward by 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, pretty much clearing central Ohio once we get toward sunset. However, once we get past that round, we'll catch our breath around midnight tomorrow night before we get round 2. The details and the main threat still is strong winds. Any one of those cells could produce strong, gusty, possibly damaging winds. And the threat for tornadoes, large hail, and flooding is not zero, but those are low. Once we get past that, then we look quickly to Thursday. Could see a couple of morning showers left over. Not severe storms, just a couple of showers there. By midday, that line passes by I-71. And once that moves on through, that's about it for the showers, not just for Thursday, but for much of the next 7 days. 10 weather impact 7-day forecast for your Wednesday. Disruptive weather late Wednesday into Wednesday night. That's why the second half of that day is red. The 10 weather impact alert. Thursday, a couple of showers. Will dry it out Friday. Not a bad evening at 85, but then the heat builds. Saturday, Sunday, 90 and 93. Getting into Monday and Tuesday, 94 degrees. And chance of a shower storm not until this time next week.